Questa qua è una bella toppa, amore. Per fare due belle chiacchiere che
Ti vengo a trovare.
faccio una foto e ti vengo a trovare. Dai, vieni, mi aspetto, prendi il biglietto adesso. No,
Andiamo insieme.
Siamo in diretta. Sono pronto? Dammi un -3.
T-1 minute.
Sì, pronto Simo, mancano 10 secondi. 50 secondi. Tanto spazio sopra la nostra testa.
T-50 seconds. T-40 seconds.
Più giù, più giù, più giù. Quest'area, questo spazio qua. Più giù.
T-30 seconds.
Sulla maglietta, fuoco sulla maglietta.
T-20 seconds.
Com'è?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Bentornati amici e fedelissimi del drone racing, siamo a Roma all'aeroporto Pratica di Mare per il centenario dell'aeronautica militare italiana. Io sono qui con Carlo, ciao Carlo.
Ciao Rocco, siamo qui veramente di fronte a questo fantastico aeroporto di Pratica di Mare e in questo momento stiamo disputando le eliminazioni Lower 16 della Coppa del Mondo World Cup, quindi stanno gareggiando i piloti dalla 17esima posizione alla 32esima posizione dopo che ieri si sono svolte le qualificazioni. Infatti questi sono i risultati delle qualificazioni che si sono tenute durante la giornata di ieri.
Esatto, in questa cornice magnifica da tutto il mondo sono venuti i migliori piloti per disputare qui questa tappa della World Cup FAI.
Assolutamente, ricordiamo che dopo questo round di qualificazioni che sono ad eliminazione diretta passeremo alla secondo round dove vedremo impegnati i piloti top 16 delle qualificazioni di ieri, quindi i piloti più veloci che abbiamo visto volare ieri, e lì invece sarà una formula a doppia eliminazione, quindi tutti i piloti avranno la possibilità in primis di passare, chi non ce la farà, a passare al loser bracket e avere una seconda chance per poter recuperare la gara.
Mamma mia, bravo Carlo, hai ancora tantissime energie. Dopo questi 3 giorni di fiera abbiamo fatto veramente tanto per mettere in piedi questo spettacolo e siamo riusciti a portare esattamente qui in questa cornice pazzesca questo evento sportivo. Vengono piloti da tutto il mondo insieme ai piloti italiani, i migliori piloti internazionali qui per disputarsi questa quarta tappa del campionato italiano e questa tappa sempre della World Cup FIA Drone Racing.
Assolutamente, grandissime soddisfazioni. Ho avuto la possibilità prima di girare per i box e chiedere ai piloti internazionali come avevano trovato l'evento. Erano tutti entusiasti, veramente felici, circondati da questa cornice. Poi siamo tutti appassionati del volo, quindi non potevano veramente scegliere posto migliore per tenere questa gara.
Esatto, siamo qui da diversi giorni, abbiamo avuto modo di avere dei pass personali per poter visitare la fiera. In questo momento state vedendo delle immagini assolutamente esclusive che abbiamo girato nei precedenti giorni, che non so se lo notate, ci saranno tipo 100-150 mila persone in questo momento. Abbiamo avuto la possibilità di girare la fiera in tranquillità e di girare, di riprendere certe immagini di tutti gli aerovelivoli che state vedendo in questo momento. e devo dire che tipo è uno spettacolo incredibile per tutti quanti gli appassionati di aeronautica. Questo è uno scenario che non ci si può assolutamente perdere. Ci sono aerei di tutti i tipi, ci sono un sacco di persone, un sacco di spettacoli, tantissime cose messe in piedi dall'aeronautica militare e non solo.
Ieri infatti le frecce tricolori alla fine delle gare, delle qualificazioni, ci hanno deliziato con le loro acrobazie aeree, uno spettacolo incredibile, veramente grazie all'aeronautica militare, al genio dell'aeronautica militare che ci ha dato la possibilità di allestire questa pista incredibile che piace ai nostri piloti, spero che piaccia anche al nostro pubblico.
Assolutamente, assolutamente. E tra l'altro non abbiamo avuto un'occasione migliore per far vedere la nostra disciplina al mondo intero, direi, perché qui ci sono persone che vengono da tutto il mondo per questo spettacolo che è più unico che raro. Come diceva Carlo prima, ci sono spettacoli aerei tutto il tempo, quindi probabilmente in alcuni momenti sentirete del rumore di fondo, turbine di aereo, e quindi se sentite del silenzio, se avete dei disturbi, è perché sopra la nostra testa stanno volando degli aerei, a volte informazioni, a volte no, per lo spettacolo, per il pubblico.
Giusto Rocco, infatti hai ricordato una cosa importantissima, vi invitiamo tutti, venite a trovarci, abbiamo all'ingresso la didattica dove vi spiegheremo tutto quello che c'è da sapere sia sui droni che usano i nostri piloti, sia sulla formula della gara che stiamo disputando, quindi veramente vi invitiamo a venirci a trovare, troverete Fumogeno, Loris Pensierini, il nostro presidente, che saranno più che felici di farvi fare anche una passeggiata tra i box e vedere i piloti dal vivo, come si montano i droni, come si fa la manutenzione. Veramente uno spettacolo completo che vi dà la possibilità di avvicinarvi anche a questo incredibile sport.
Esatto, esattamente in questo momento andiamo a vedere le immagini di gara, andiamo sul campo di volo per il vero spettacolo che ci siamo premuniti di portare qui per voi.
Esatto.
Enrico.
Grazie ragazzi, invito Carlo a raggiungerci in regia e allora siamo alla semifinale numero 1 del lower 16 bracket. Ok, questa è lower 16 bracket semifinal number 1, just finished now. So we got abbiamo Bush, Leonfire, Kutas and KAP, and this is the order. Bush and Leonfire advance to the final of the lower 16. And now we are going to start with the semi-final number 2 of the lower 16 bracket. After this, we will have the double elimination top 16 bracket. Quindi l'ho detto anche in inglese perché ci sta guardando in inglese. Abbiamo appunto appena terminato con la prima semifinale del lower bracket 16. Attendiamo che incominci la seconda semifinale, che appunto vede in campo Maraut, Barux, Alex J e Wong.
Assolutamente.
Ok, Carlo ci ha raggiunto in regia, allora mandiamo uno spot intanto iniziale e poi partiamo.
New Fox Racing
2023.
Ho ritornato. Ok. We may have some connection problem, guys. There are so many frequencies in this area, and so Wi-Fi connection is not working properly. Possiamo avere qualche problema di connessione, chiaramente. durante la diretta, perché ci sono tantissime frequenze in quest'area di ogni tipo e quindi la connessione è quella che è. Tanto vediamo che i piloti si stanno schierando grazie all'inquadratura del nostro Rocco. Siamo quasi pronti. Carlo, siamo pronti?
Siamo pronti, vediamo che i piloti hanno acceso le VTX, adesso aspettiamo come al solito il nostro giudice di gara, ricordiamo Giuseppe Rinaldi che è qua seduto di fronte a me, di fianco a me scusatemi, e abbiamo Maraute, Barux, Alex J e Wong, ricordiamo che... Ok, allora sono partiti, ricordiamo che questo è il Lower 16, quindi eliminazione diretta della World Cup FAI, vediamo subito i nostri piloti, qui abbiamo 3 piloti italiani, quindi siamo curiosi di vedere il loro posizionamento. Wong passa a questo momento il primo intertempo in testa con un intertempo di 16 secondi 357, seguito da Barux a 17 secondi 941, anzi no scusatemi, Alex J a 16 secondi 780, Barux in terza posizione, Maraute che sta inseguendo gli altri, quindi seguiamo un attimino Maraute che in questo momento è impegnato sul Big 8 a salire, split S, ricordiamo pista molto veloce che si sviluppa su 5 giri a differenza della formula classica a cui siamo abituati a 3 giri. Aya Barux in questo momento è caduto, quindi è fuori dalla gara, rimangono Wong, mi sono scomparsi i nomi, Wong, Alex J e Maraute, Alex J in seconda posizione, Maraute invece che sta inseguendo. In questo momento ha segnato un buon intertempo Maraute a 14.175, comunque Wong adesso chiude il terzo giro, il quinto giro in prima posizione, seguito da Alex J in seconda posizione, Maraute terzo, Barux è riuscito a ripartire nonostante tutto, quindi aspettiamo che anche lui concluda il quinto giro e vediamo che esatto, in questo momento l'ha concluso, quindi vi possiamo confermare la classifica finale di questa hit numero 6, Wong che è una semifinale, giusto? Semifinale perché ricordiamo che queste saranno 7 hit. Wong in prima posizione, Alex J secondo, Maraute terzo, Barux in quarta posizione.
Perché tu non puoi fare questo qua? Perché dalle 17:32.
Ok, eccoci tornati in diretta ragazzi, siamo nel box piloti con questa inquadratura che ci mostra i nostri amici della Sud Corea, quasi tutti qualificati per il top 16. Rocco, procedi a farci vedere un po' questi box, così vediamo anche quello che succede dietro le quinte, vediamo i ragazzi del Gace, sono tutti molto concentrati per la finale in arrivo, sia la finale del Lower 16 che vedremo tra pochissimo, che poi tutto il bracket della World Cup Top 16. Come vedete questa è la zona dove i piloti ricaricano le batterie, ricaricano i droni, li mettono a posto, cambiano le eliche, sistemano gli eventuali danni che sono stati fatti durante la gara. Ecco, vedete questo abbiamo anche un po' di dettagli di questi bellissimi droni, i nostri droni FPV. Vediamo che si stanno preparando per la finale che assisteremo in diretta del Single Elimination Bracket Lower 16. Chi abbiamo in finale?
Allora, non abbiamo ancora i nomi
Ok.
purtroppo.
Poi
Aspettiamo che la
vai.
regia ci,
Rocco, tu procedi pure.
che la regia ci
Ecco qua, i piloti
presenti
stanno arrivando. Impostazione. Vediamo che non sono ancora stati neanche posizionati i droni sulla griglia di partenza.
No, esattamente.
Adesso
I piloti...
abbiamo i nomi della finalissima e dunque abbiamo in finale Bush,
Alex J, la nostra Luisa Rizzo Leon Fire e Wong, che aveva appena vinto l'ultima eliminazione. Quindi aspettiamo adesso che i nostri piloti accedano al campo di gara per preparare i droni sulla griglia di partenza. Ricordiamo che abbiamo una griglia di partenza veramente incredibile con stand regolabili per launch control. Ricordiamo il launch control è la possibilità di inclinare il drone a dei gradi come si dice prescelti in modo da sfruttare al massimo la spinta delle eliche già dalla partenza.
Bene, vediamo anche inquadrata la nostra fantastica campionessa.
Esatto.
Bene, vedo che sono pronti. Vedo la nostra campionessa Luisa Rizzo inquadrata. Carlo.
Esatto, ricordiamo che adesso sarà il suo turno, quindi siamo
Quindi un
veramente...
po' facciamo ovviamente il tifo per lei.
Assolutamente, anche perché in questa manche è l'unica italiana, quindi abbiamo un po' un pezzecore su di lei.
Già.
Ecco che
Non hanno
il
ancora
giudice di gara
posizionato i quadricotteri.
Esatto, infatti il giudice di gara sta cercando di far muovere i piloti il prima possibile, perché ricordiamo sarà una gara lunga, perché dopo questa lower 16 passeremo alla top 16 con i piloti più veloci delle qualificazioni di ieri.
I primi 16, sì.
Quindi siamo curiosi di vedere tutte le tappe che si stanno svolgendo.
Ecco qua, vediamo Bush e il papà della Luisa, Michele, Wong e direi Alex, che stanno posizionando i quadricotteri. Oggi c'è anche un po' meno vento, Carlo, per il momento.
Assolutamente, gli altri giorni abbiamo avuto un vento intorno ai 30-35 km all'ora, oggi sembra intorno ai 15-20, quindi assolutamente i piloti si troveranno meglio nel impostare le traiettorie, avranno meno disturbi da parte del vento, quindi vediamo le bandiere che non sono così tirate. Benissimo, quindi adesso i piloti hanno appena lasciato il campo, quindi aspettiamo che fra qualche secondo il giudice di gara dia il via. Vediamo che le VTX sono tutte accese, quindi forza Luisa, forza Wong, forza Alex J, Bush. Alex J è andato via un attimo, ecco che è ritornato. Sembra che siano tutti pronti, quindi aspettiamo il suono della campanella. Ecco che sono partiti, partenza valida, hanno tutti superato il primo gate, perfetto, quindi ci ritroviamo praticamente Alex J in questo momento che si sta, come si dice, se la sta contendendo con Leon Fire, mentre infatti ci ritroviamo Leon Fire che riesce a tagliare il traguardo prima di Alex J, che in questo momento ha avuto dei problemi sul big gate, anzi sta volando un po' fuori traiettoria, quindi Leon Fire sicuramente riuscirà riuscirà a sfruttare. Aya ha avuto un piccolo errore, speriamo che non inoffici la gara. No, è riuscita a riprendere molto velocemente. In seconda posizione in questo momento troviamo Wong. Bush sta inseguendo, come vi ricordo, infatti Alex J purtroppo ha avuto i problemi. Bush adesso ha toccato, quindi vediamo se Wong avrà vita leggermente più facile a mantenere la sua posizione. Adesso Wong deve puntare a Leon Fire, che sembra comunque tranquilla in prima posizione. Infatti passa adesso il quarto intertempo, sempre in testa, seguita da Wong. Alex J in terza posizione.
Ricordiamo che si va su 5 giri.
Assolutamente, ricordiamo che c'è una differenza rispetto alle gare che a cui avete assistito fino adesso. Si svilupperanno su 5 giri oggi, quindi a non 3 come siete abituati, e in questo momento chiude in prima posizione Leon Fire, seguita da Wong in seconda posizione, Bush in terza posizione e Alex J in quarta posizione. Bravi ragazzi, quindi le nostre speranze sono state premiate. Brava Luisa.
Harry, mi dai il link adesso delle double elimination?
E allora ragazzi, andiamo a vedere tanto un piccolo spot e poi vediamo se riusciamo a fare due chiacchiere con la Luisa, che è arrivata comunque, ha vinto diciamo il lower 16.
Assolutamente bravissima.
Arriva il microfono fino lì. Ok ragazzi, siamo tornati in diretta, allora siamo con Rocco e la Luisa, due battute con la nostra Luisa.
Esatto,
Vai,
campionessa di gara 3. Come ti sei trovata in questo tracciato? Ma soprattutto trovi difficoltà con questo casino dietro le orecchie?
Intanto buongiorno a tutti. Diciamo che la pista è un po' ostica, non è proprio facilissimo, soprattutto perché nel contesto c'è un gran casino, è facile distrarsi, ma soprattutto io personalmente non vedo nulla, quindi sto un po' correndo alla cieca. Ho provato a metterci una pezza questa volta, però vediamo cosa si può fare.
Sei contento di aver vinto il lower 16?
Per quello che era il mio obiettivo, diciamo che sono un po' sotto, però alla fine come è andata alla fine bene, per quello che è successo, quindi la portiamo a casa così e vediamo come fare per la prossima.
Assolutamente brava Luisa, ti facciamo tutti quanti i complimenti per essere una grande campionessa e anche essere molto umile. Grazie, vai Enrico.
Grazie Rocco, siamo tornati qui con Carlo, allora adesso ci sarà un piccolo break, chiedo a Carlo poi di tradurre in inglese, ci sarà un piccolo break ovviamente e poi partiremo con la finale del top 16 a doppia eliminazione.
Okay, so now we're gonna have a little break before the last round of the lower 16 bracket for the World Cup FAI. So now we will leave you with a little spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FAA World Cup held in Rome during the 100th anniversary of the Italian Air Force. We are now introducing you to the racetrack Fly Through by Giuseppe Rinaldi. The race is taking place on Saturday, June 17 and on Sunday, June 18. We all hope you will enjoy the race.
New Fox Racing.
2023.
Eccoci, tornati in diretta ragazzi, stiamo attendendo la partenza del Top 16 della World Cup FAI e questa è una panoramica che ci regala il nostro Rocco sul pubblico del centenario dell'aeronautica militare. Come vedete stanno arrivando sempre più persone, se ne attendono 230.000 circa oggi. E allora io direi con Carlo di andare intanto brevemente a vedere anche la classifica dei top 16 per vedere chi andremo a breve a incontrare. Eccoli qua, questi sono i piloti. Se Carlo vuoi tradurre poi in inglese, comunque questa è la classifica. This is
the ranking, the qualifying ranking. So now we're gonna introduce you the pilot and how they are ranked in this qualifying. So first place we have
Pavelos.
in second place we have Chris M. Third place Flower Pig. In fourth place we have Jake Hammer. Then in fifth place Teong. In sixth place we have Darkex. Seventh place Topi. In eighth place Swallow FPV. 9 Avalt. Then we have the first Italian pilot, which is Geek in the 10th position. And then we have Charlie Murray, the second Italian pilot. In 12th position we have Cosma FPV. In 13th position we have Phenomenon. In 14 we have Marian FPV. 15 JM45 and final will be 16 place Pangu FPV.
Esattamente, grazie Carlo. Quindi questo è l'ordine della classifica di partenza e l'ordine della griglia di partenza della finalissima della Coppa del Mondo. Andiamo a vedere, si stanno ancora preparando i piloti, il box è ancora vuoto, quindi dobbiamo un po' temporeggiare. Intanto abbiamo già la prima hit, dovremmo avere, se Beppe ci conferma, Pavelos Swallow, Avalt Spagel. Quindi questa
Vedo i
è
loro
la
nomi
prima hit.
Vedo i loro nomi
in arrivo.
sullo schermo, quindi ti confermo che sono questi piloti che andranno ad affrontare questa prima hit. Ricordiamo, questa si svolgerà a doppia eliminazione, a differenza di quello che abbiamo visto fino adesso, che è stata l'eliminazione diretta.
The first zone was in F1, the second F2, the third in F4, and the fourth in the L7.
Now the race director is assigning the frequency to the pilot. Because we want to remind you that each pilot needs to be set on a specific frequency in case not to disturb the other pilot.
Okay. F2, Geek, F4, Marian, F7. Geek number 4, Lisa, F1, 2, W,
Okay, this is the starting pilots for the hit one.
For our English friends, we remind you that the race that we are going to follow now will be the top 16. This is the final race for the World Cup FAA with double elimination directly from this amazing location at Pratica di Mare for the 100-year anniversary of the Italian Aeronautic.
Ok, dunque siamo in attesa della prima hit e poi andremo belli spediti ovviamente, perché poi il nostro direttore di gara, come sapete, non dà pause.
Dobbiamo essere così perché ricordiamo che abbiamo tantissimi piloti che stanno partecipando a questa competizione, abbiamo oltre 50 piloti che devono tutti gareggiare e cerchiamo di essere più organizzati e veloci possibili.
Iniziano a crescere i numeri dei nostri follower sulla diretta.
Ecco che il direttore di gara sta richiamando i piloti sulla griglia di partenza, quindi adesso andranno a posizionare i loro quadricotteri sopra gli stand. Vediamo un po', ricordiamo sulla linea di partenza in questo momento avremo Pavelos, Suolo FPV, Avalt e Spagol FPV, piloti fortissimi, li abbiamo potuti ammirare ieri durante le qualificazioni. Pavelos è il primo in classifica, se non sbaglio, giusto? Quindi veramente occhi puntati su questo pilota incredibile. Ricordiamo che è riuscito a segnare degli intertempi intorno ai 9 secondi, quindi questi sono i tempi da battere.
Assolutamente, Carlo, è stato l'unico forse che è sceso sotto i 10 secondi a giro, se vuoi dirlo anche in inglese, ma comunque hai un 30 secondi totali.
I think that it was the only pilot that was able to go under the 10-second limit, so really incredible performance from Pavelos. We are waiting to see
Ricordiamo
what
che
is
oggi invece si gira sui 5 giri, quindi ovviamente il tempo totale sarà più alto delle qualifiche.
We want to remind you that this final will be held on 5 round, not 3 like we usually do. Actually, now the pilots are leaving the field. E siamo praticamente pronti. Vediamo che l'ultimo pilota sta lasciando in questo momento il campo di volo. Ecco che si stanno accendendo le VTX. Suolo ha un contrasto leggermente strano.
C'è stato un piccolo cambio di frequenza per Avalt, che non aveva probabilmente capito la frequenza che doveva assegnare, e quindi stiamo attendendo che cambi la frequenza video. Ricordiamo anche con Rocco che può sempre intervenire comunque anche per il commento tecnico se vuole raggiungerci in regia, come funzionano le frequenze, insomma, che video poi lo ricorderemo durante questa lunga diretta che, come sapete, comprende questa finale della Coppa del Mondo, e poi ci sarà anche la finale di Coppa Italia in un altro blocco con un altro link su YouTube. Eccoci, ora sono pronti.
Aspettiamo ecco che anche Pavelos ha collegato la sua VTX, quindi sentiamo che stanno per dare il via.
Diamo la partenza.
Ecco, occhi puntati sul primo gate per capire se la partenza è valida. Penso di no, c'è stato uno scontro proprio all'ingresso del primo gate, quindi verrà giocata questa manche, quindi i piloti adesso dovranno tornare sulla linea di partenza. Chi purtroppo, magari qualcuno avrà subito dei danni, quindi dobbiamo aspettare magari che sostituiscano delle eliche, oppure vediamo un attimino. Adesso aspettiamo che vadano a recuperarli e capiremo cosa è successo.
Seguiamo con Rocco, appunto, che sta andando a seguire il recupero dei droni. Spieghiamolo abbiamo spiegato in italiano, anche in inglese la regola è che se non viene, tutti i piloti non passano almeno il primo gate, l'all shot gate, bisogna fare un reflight.
Exactly. We want to remind you that for the start, if the pilot are not able to pass through the first gate, the race will be repeated. So
yeah,
this is
this
the
is
case
the red
now.
light rules, because not all 4 pilots pass the first whole shot gate.
Exactly.
Come siamo internazionali, eh? Ok, mandiamo un piccolo spot e poi torniamo live. Ok, siamo tornati ancora qualche minuto per rivedere il reflight della hit numero 1. C'è stato un crash praticamente subito, un pilota non è riuscito a entrare nel primo gate e quindi perché chiaramente c'è una distanza da percorrere, come vedete anche dall'inquadratura, da questo griglia di partenza al primo gate ci sono circa, direi, una ventina di metri. Corretto. E bisogna riuscire comunque a entrare tutti e 4 i piloti nel primo gate, altrimenti la gara non è valida. Intanto vedete le inquadrature di Rocco, vedete gli aerei bellissimi che stanno alle nostre spalle, alle spalle di questa pista, in questo scenario incredibile, questo contesto. Adesso probabilmente inizieranno anche le esibizioni aeree. Probably some air show will start soon, so you will start to hear some very noise from the airplane's engine. Okay, I see Pavlos is coming back, so probably they are almost ready to go again. Of course, they had to change the propellers.
We're just waiting for the pilot to enter the racetrack. Now the judge just told them
Tanto
to set their
we can
quad on the base.
we can say hello to some friends in the live stream chat. We have some supporter for Swallow FPV from Korea. Let's go. He's saying hi guys, hi Autochroma, Christian, and we see every message, so you can write and it will appear on the live stream. Okay guys, I'm almost ready. Hit 1 on the line.
Okay, now the last pilot are connecting their battery, so will be a question of just a couple of minutes before the start. All the pilots are ready. Yes, now the last 2 pilots are leaving the track, so in a couple of seconds we will start. Let's wait for the Pavelos signal.
ready.
Ok, ci siamo ragazzi, ci siamo, ricordiamo i nomi dei piloti: Pavelos, Suolo FPV, Avalt e Spagola FPV, tutti piloti stranieri. Ecco che stanno chiamando. Ecco che sono partiti, vediamo che questa volta riescono a passare tutti il primo gate, quindi gara valida. Il primo in testa in questo momento è Pavelos, seguito probabilmente da Suolo FPV. Adesso vedremo comunque dopo il primo intertempo. Suolo FPV ha avuto un problema, quindi a terra in questo momento, peccato perché stava andando come un fulmine. Quindi passa il primo intertempo Pavelos, seguito da Avalt, e in terza posizione Spalci. Suolo sta avendo dei problemi a ritrovare la traiettoria. Comunque ritroviamo sempre Pavelos che segna un ottimo, ha migliorato sul secondo giro. Adesso siamo al terzo intertempo a 13.214, seguito sempre da Avalt. Spagol FPV in terza posizione, Suolo in quarta posizione. Peccato per il secondo giro. Vediamo che Pavelos adesso è impegnato già nel quarto giro, anzi sta già nel big gate a salire. Split S, bravissimo, ecco che è impegnato nella chicane con le bandiere, e chiude il quinto giro in prima posizione con un ottimo tempo, con un miglior intertempo di 12 secondi 0.12, seguito in seconda posizione da Avalt, che in realtà ha segnato un intertempo migliore di Pavel, però non gli è bastato. Terza posizione Spagol, Suolo in quarta posizione, che però ha avuto dei problemi all'inizio e quindi non è potuto ripartire.
Ok, e questo ovviamente è il risultato della prima hit con Pavelos, Avalt, Spagol e Swallow. Pavelos e Avalt goes to the winner bracket, hit 6, while Spagol and Swallow goes to the loser bracket, hit 5. This is the bracket.
Correct. So again, we remind you that it's not going to be like the first round of the lower 16. This will be a double elimination final. So the pilot has a second chance to recover from some mistake that they could have done during the first race. On the other hand, who won will go directly to the semi-final, so they will have less race to confront.
Oh, I
Vediamo che i piloti.
Dove cacchio ero?
We see that the pilot are.
Bella Cirocco, salutiamo un po' anche in regia, i nostri amici a casa. Andiamo tutti qua.
Ciao ragazzi, scusate, è stata un'emozione sapere che ci stavate guardando dalla diretta. Siamo qui che lavoriamo per voi. Abbiamo il nostro giudice di gara Giuseppe Rinaldi, Enrico di fianco a me.
This is the hit 2 starting now. Preliminary round of the double elimination bracket with Jake Hammer, T. Young, Cosma, FPV and Phenomen. Next race coming up in a minute.
Non gli si surriscava.
Abbiamo anche un po' di immagini, vediamo la Luisa inquadrata. I piloti stanno posizionandosi. Okay. So hit 2 is going to start. We say hello to Vincent. He's saying go Feno. He's probably France friend. Bravo Pavel.
Okay, we are just waiting for the judge to instruct the pilots and the spotter on how to be properly seated during the race. So as soon as they will all be seated, the race will start. We are waiting for Giuseppe to give the okay. Again, will be just a question of a couple of seconds before we will start. Okay, we are ready. We are ready. Okay, Jack the Hammer, Tae Young, Cosma FPV, and Phenomenon ready to start this race. Okay, they started. Let's see if it's valid. Yes, they went through the first gate, so the race is valid. Absolutely great. Let's see who is gonna pass the first interlap. Tae Young looks like he's going to. No, actually, Jake the Hammer, followed by Tae Young in second position, Cosma third, and Phenomenon fourth. They are all grouped very close to each other. Let's see who is gonna be able to. We had a problem with Phenomenon and Cosma. Probably they had a collision in mid-flight. Great, Jake Hammer is still in the first position, followed by Tae Young. So now we have only two pilots in the air, two pilots on the floor. Actually, let's hope they're gonna be able to restart. Again, these two, the pilot that won't be able to finish this race will go to the loser bracket. The two pilots instead will go to the semifinal. No, to the semifinal, right? Okay, so no. Okay, so now we have finished the race. We have Tae Young in first position, Jack Hammer in second, and unfortunately for Cosma, a Phenomenon, third and fourth position for them. So they will go to the loser bracket. And okay, so now we want to. Wow, let's take a look at the interlap. We have an amazing Tae Young with 11.001. This time is comparable to the one that we saw during the qualifying. So he was really trying to stay on top of the race. Now we are actually starting to organize for the third heat. We see here we have the first Italian pilot in the top 16. We have Flower Pig, Dark X, Geek, and Marian for this race.
Esattamente Carlo, quindi questa è la hit numero 3 del tabellone. Flower Pig, Dark X, Geek e Marian, il nostro primo rappresentante italiano. Questo è il tabellone, eccolo qua.
I have to admit that the Korean pilots have amazing names: Flower Pig, Swallow. They are very creative.
Yeah, very creative names.
Okay, the pilots are setting their quad on the starting line.
Ok, ci siamo quasi pronti a partire.
They just left the track. Couple of seconds, we will hear the judge calling for the start. See. We are finalizing a couple of specific parameters for the race. Now the judge is calling the pilots. All VTX are on. Now they are arming their quad. We see the spinning They are spinning. Actually, the start was valid. Everybody was able to pass through the first gate. So now we have just to wait for the first interlap and see who is going to be first. Flower Pig, fast as hell at 13 seconds, followed by our Italian pilot Geek, and in third place Marian FPV with 15 seconds, 600. 600 in fourth place. Actually, now they just switched place. Dark X and Marian, they are fighting for the third and fourth place. And our pilot Geek, Italian pilot Geek, is in second place. Go Geek, you are actually is doing amazingly. He just signed an 11.95 second. Flower Pig still conducting the race. Be careful, we just had a big crash from Geek. Damn, he just lost his position. So now we have Flower Pig that closed the race in first position. Very good, very good. Followed by Dark Sex in third position, Marian FPV. And unfortunately, during the third lap, our pilot lost control of his quad, and now it's down.
Okay, so this is the final result of hit number 3. Flower Pig, Dark X goes to the winner bracket, and Geek and Marian FPV goes to the loser bracket. We go with a little commercial and we come back soon. Okay, we are going to start with the Heat 4 on the line. We got Chris Ham, Tobe, Charlie Mori, and JM45 ready to go.
Exactly, we have the second Italian pilot that is qualifying the top 16 for the World Cup. Charlie Mori. Then we have Chris M. We saw him. Came up second during the qualifying. So we have another very fast pilot. Totti and JM45. That is trying now to check his hits. Now we see him.
Okay, now we see him that is trying in the menu of Betaflight, trying to choose the right profile. So we hear from the judge that we have some problem of overlapping frequencies of the drones. Let's see if the pilot will be able to straight this problem off fast. We are sure, because we remind you that they are all professional pilots, so they are all capable of great maneuver and setting their drone in a fast way. Okay, we just hear that JM45 had a problem with smart audio, so he wasn't able to change frequency through Betaflight menu. Now he went to the box to see if he can do it through cable connection.
Okay, little break.
New Fox Racing.
2023.
Arrivo un attimo. Okay, guys, we're back live with this short framing of 4 drones. Okay, we are almost ready. I think we're fixing the clock. Oh!
Sure, it will be a question of second because we see that all the VTX are already switched on. So we remind you that the VTX mod, so they need to start the race fast. Now we are waiting for a new Eurofighter to pass by. Okay, now they called. Rotor are spinning and the race is valid. They passed through the first gate, so now unfortunately JM45 is already on the ground. Let's see if he's able to recover. Let's see who is gonna pass the first lap. Will be Chris Ham in first position, followed by Toppy. In third position, we have Charlie Murray. JM is struggling to get off the ground. It looks like he's not going to be able to. Let's see. Chris Sam now passing through the split S. Now he's following through the chicane. And now he's just passed the third lap. Now it's very difficult to speak with amazing engine of this plane. Anyway, let's go back. Now they passed by. Now I can hear myself again. Chris Sam still in first position, followed by Toppy. Charlie Murray in third position is trying to get to the second place, and Chris Sam just closed his race in first position with the best lap at 11.6, followed by Toppy. Charlie unfortunately wasn't able to get to the second place, so he will go to the loser bracket along with JM45. That will remind you that he wasn't able to finish his race.
È successo un po' di tutto durante questa hit, Carlo, perché sono decollati 3 o 4 aerei. Okay, this is the hit 4 results with Chris Sam in first place, going to hit 8, and with Dope and Charlie Murray and JM45 going to the loser bracket, hit 7.
Swallow cross my spaggle. Phenomen in L1, Swallow F2, Cosma F4, Spaggle 7.
Okay, so now we remind you the next hit, which will be the number 5, is going to be a loser bracket. So this pilot already had their chance but missed it. So now they have a second chance to recover their position and go forward for the race and try to get to the first place.
Da quando? La 7 a posto. 7 è una loser.
Okay, sorry guys, we are coming back with the next hit.
Untitled Chapter.
Si torna meanwhile, we are going to show you the racetrack fly-through in HD.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the FAA World Cup held in Rome during the 100th anniversary of the Italian Air Force. We are now introducing you to the racetrack Fly Through by Giuseppe Rinaldi. The race is taking place on Saturday, June 17 and on Sunday, June 18. We all hope you will enjoy the race.
Okay, so we have got Swallow FPV, Sparkle FPV, Cosma FPV, and Phenomen.
ma più votati verso il suolo, diciamo, non come quelli che abbiamo visto prima, dei progetti del cielo, quindi a intercettare aerei che possono avere problemi che non sono riconosciuti. Vediamo anche qui vari regolare l'ultimo in ordine cronologico che è in giro contro l'ultimo spessissimo per la luce di questi due giorni. Ho fatto metterlo per rimetterlo in volo perché
Okay, we are reordering the hits following the FAA rules. They have a different matching compared to the lifetime system, so we have to manually reorder the next hits, and then we will restart again with the first hit 5 loser bracket.
Abbiamo organizzato un autobus che torna a in albergo per chi non fa Coppa Italia, diciamo. Quindi rivolgetevi a me come information note. We have organized a bus, a little bus. Swallow in R1, JM F2, Cosma in F4, and Marian.
Okay, guys, we're starting back. We have reordered all the hits following the FAA rules with different matching comparing to the lifetime system. So now we are ready to start with hit 5. First loser bracket, Spaggle, Swallow, Cosmo, and Phenomenon. And pilots are ready to join the pilot box. Piloti entrano.
No. Yes, F2. Marian R7. Quante altre note abbiamo ordinato?
Tutte.
Sono 5-9.
No. Basta. Poi va.
Okay, now we are waiting for the pilot to leave the track. We have Rocco taking the picture of the pilot that are setting their drone before the start signal. And so we want to remind you the name of the pilot. We have Swallow FPV, JM45, Cosma FPV, Marian FPV. We remind you this is a loser bracket, so that means that this pilot have a second chance to recover and try to get to the final.
Nella race attuale, la numero 5, mi risulta Spagol dal tuo foglio. No, ti risulta? Mi risulta Spagol dal tuo foglio, perché? Sì. Non è Spagol? Deve andare? Come no? No, perché...
Pilots are waiting for the judge to give the starting signal. We have some music that is taking us company with these amazing fighters that are flying over our head. We have this constant spectacle in front of us of this amazing airplane. We remind you that at the end of the race we will see the Frecce Tricolori, which are the pride of the Italian aeronautic. It's the acrobatic team. Okay, now we are getting ready. So the judge confirmed the name of the pilot for hit number 5. We remind you that this is a loser bracket. We see now Swallow FPV, JM. Now they started. Let's see if they all are able to pass through the first gate. Yes, they have been able to pass through the first gate. JM45 unfortunately had the problem of Cosma FPV, and Swallow also probably got into a mid-air collision. Now we have only 2 pilots during this race. We have JM45. Swallow just had an amazing crash against the aluminium stand. So now we have Marian FPV, which is leading the race with an interlap at 14 seconds, followed by JM45 at 14.2 for the second interlap. The other 2 pilots, unfortunately, are not able to continue the race. We see JM that just passed through the gate, the starting gate for the third lap. They are actually pretty close, these two pilots. Let's see, they can actually fight for the position. So now for the fourth lap, we have Marian FPV in first place, followed by JM45. Looks like the JM45 is having some problem to keep the pace of Marian FPV, and now it's finished, and Marian FPV in first place and JM45 in second place. We remind you that Swallow in third place couldn't finish his race, and Cosmo FPV in fourth place, same thing, he couldn't finish his race. Okay, now. Okay.
Hai sbagliato il riordinamento dalle prime hit. Da lì che hai sbagliato. Sì, il cartello che ha una winner bracket che per noi è la 7 di contro secondo direi primo direi su primo e secondo direi su quindi Steyang e Jack questa qui è giusta poi la loser che per noi è la 7 ma in realtà sarebbe la 6 abbiamo il quarto di race 2 e il terzo di race 2 quarto race 2 quarto race 2 Caramel e ci siamo poi abbiamo il terzo di race 1 cosa un errore cazzo dov'era?
So we want to remind you that Heat 5, the one that we just saw, was a loser bracket. So unfortunately for Cospa FPV and Marian FPV, the race ends here. But for Swallow, for Marian and JM, the race continue, and for Swallow FPV and Cosmo FPV, unfortunately, this was the last chance.
No, però io mi sto mettendo devo farmelo io manualmente. Non guardate. Sì, Chris, io sono con tu sei con Charlie, con Spago e Fenomen. E tocca a voi adesso, tocca a te. Ah, tocca a me? After this poi tocca a voi adesso, vado a time for the bracket, so Fenomen, Spaggle, Charlie and Jig. Fenomen R1, Spaggle R2, Charlie R4 and Jig R7. Don't see the lifetime updating on live.
Don't think. Okay, so now we remind you that we are going to see it number 6. Again, it's a loser bracket. This is a second chance for our pilot to continue in the race. This is the last chance they have. And also will be the last chance for our Italian pilot to go forward in the race because we have both Charlie Murray and Geek, the only two Italian pilots that were able to qualifying for this heat. For this, I'm sorry. Yes, for this heat. Okay, we see the pilot leaving the field, so we expect the field judge to call the start in a few seconds. We see the pilot taking place in the pilot box. We remind you that all the other pilots that don't have a controller in their hand are the spotter of the race, so they will be basically the first judge before the real judge to see any possible. Okay, we are ready. We are ready. The judge just called to arm their quads, and they started. Let's see. Actually, Phenomenon, I don't know if, yes, was able to pass the first gate, but unfortunately is down already. So now we have to check Charlie Murray, Geek, and Spagol. Charlie Murray and Geek, now they have an easier task to follow because they just have to, one of them have to beat Spagol FPV, which looks like he's going really fast. He's now passing through the second interlap in first place, followed by Geek. Charlie Murray, we are sure that Charlie Murray won't give up until the last turn. So now actually Charlie Murray actually just crashed in the net, unfortunately. So for him is the end of this race. So now we have only two pilots still in the air, Geek and Spagol FPV. Geek is the third pilot that went in the net, so now he cannot continue his race. Now we have only Spagol in the air that is facing the split test. Now he is in the chicane and he will pass through the start line, ending the fifth lap. Okay, so let's recap the stand for this race. We have in first place Spagol, FPV, and Geek. They will pass to the next stage. Unfortunately for Phenomenon and Charlie Murray, their experience in this race ends here. So It7 was a loser bracket. And we remind you that after this It7, we will start to see another winner bracket. Now the level of the pilot now racing, it's really, really high. Okay, now we see the pilot setting their drone on the stand, on the starting stand. It's we remind you that these stands are they can be set the degree, the angle for giving the chance to the pilot to use all the drag from the propeller. They can use the launch control, so they can already start the race with the correct angles. Okay, we remind you the name of the pilot for this next hit. We have Pavelos, which was one of the fastest pilots yesterday. Then we have Taeyang. Then we have Avalt and Jake Hammer. These pilots are all from different countries. We are so proud that so many pilots from all over the world came here, and we are so proud that they are happy to be here. They have the chance to see all these amazing airplane, the show that they are putting up. It's really, really, really cool. Okay. The judge just called to arm their quads. They just give the instruction to arm their quad, and the quad just started. It's a valid race because each quad passed through the first gate. So now we see this is a very high level race. Amazing. They are all one after the other. First is Pavel. First is Pavel, and followed by Jack Hammer in second place. Actually, Taeyang just passed through the first start. I just got a problem. Let's see if he will be able to hold this first place. Followed by Pavelos in third place. We have Avalt, followed by Jack Hammer in fourth place. Now Taeyang just passed through the third inter lap. Amazing with the 10.7. Now we see amazing times comparable to the one that we saw during the qualifying. Pavelos now is leading. He was able to recover from the second place and close in first position, followed by Taeyang. Third position for Avalt, and Jack Hammer in fourth position. Amazing. Each and every pilot was able to stay under the 12 seconds. Amazing. That's their best lap. Okay, so now the judge were trying to understand if Taeyang skip a gate, but actually we heard one of the hold judge stating that actually went through, and it was amazed because he had that problem during the second lap, which was his fastest. So you can imagine how fast Taeyang was flying. Amazing race. Almost electrocuted. Okay, now we have the pilot for the next hit, which are getting ready on the starting line. This is going to be a is it possible that this is going to be a winner? No, this is no. Okay, so now we're gonna see hit number 8. This is a winner bracket. The pilot, the name of the pilot in this hit number 8 are Flower Pig, Dark X, Chris M, which we remind you that came up second during the qualifying yesterday. The Avalt. So no, Avalt no, just at the race. Can you show me 1 second it? The name of the pilot. Topi was the last that I didn't mention. So these are the name of the 4 pilots that will be competing. Wait a second. Actually, we have something coming up from the judge. Actually, Tae Yang, there was a doubt if he skipped a gate, and they just reviewed the replay of the race, and it looks like he skipped a gate. So unless there is another. Now the judge are talking. Let's see. We have like the VAR for the football here. We are able to review the result, the race. So now they will decide.
Però il limite non dovrebbe, per me non dovrebbero passare di là, però se voi dite che va bene, a me non mi cambia niente, siete voi giudici. Cioè qua è fuori dalla bandiera, fosse per me.
There is something about a flag, actually, not a gate. The problem is that it was a little bit over the trajectory allowed for the race, so it's really at the limit. So it's really difficult for them to come up with a straight judgment. But we are sure that with their experience, will come up with the right answer to this problem. We have to ask you, to the pilot already on the starting line, to be a little bit patient before we can give you the final result of the previous heat. You see Giuseppe Rinaldi and Filippo, which are discussing.
Heat 6. Okay, so heat 6 is not sure yet. The result might change depending on the judge's decision.
We remind you that the pilot in question is Tae Yang, which did an amazing race. He came up second.
Sai, perché sai, muovendosi si andava in là.
Una sbarlamento. Okay, so now we had the final decision from the judge, and it looks like that Tae Yang Okay, we have to wait before giving the real result. We have to understand exactly how the manual works, the instruction for the race. You see, we have like 6 judges now that are trying to solve this problem, just to be sure that, because otherwise pilot will complain if we are not clear 100%. Now we see that the judge are confronting the pilot in front of the replay, and they are explaining to him what happened. Let's see if he understands the mistake that has been done. Okay, we also have some translation problem. They are using a translator because our Korean friends really needs to understand what happened, because he will lose his place. He will, if confirm the problem that we encounter, he will go down to 3rd place instead of 2nd. So he will B, he will go to the loser bracket. It's yes.
Translation in Korean because we had to explain in
Spiegagli che praticamente loro, se lui è passato al limite del... Fai vedere le...
Power of the Young,
We are involving all the
ancora in gioco, sono ancora aperti.
era un win.
per i canali li dite dopo, giusto? I canali li dite dopo, giusto?
You want to know
Okay, guys, we stand a little break spot while we are waiting the judge to decide.
Exactly, we have to straight up this problem, then we'll communicate the and it was at the limit of the sì, faglielo saldare. It was on the right instead of the left. Little mistake. Okay, he gets fourth, but he will access the loser bracket, so he has another cover.
First was Pavelos and then second Ava.
Okay, so now the judge confirm what happened exactly during the last hit. Taeyang actually passed on the wrong side of the flag. He was supposed to keep the flag on the left. Instead, he was on the right. He had the flag on the right. So that's will cost him his position. He will go down to fourth position, and so. Avalt will be lifted in second place from his third place. I'm sorry. Okay, now we are ready. Okay, now we are ready to start hit number 8. This is another winner bracket. So we have Flower Pig, Darkex, Chris M, Topi for this hit number 8, and we are running toward the final round of this World Cup FAI held here in the airfield of Pratica di Mare for the 100th anniversary of the Aeronautica Militare. We just wait for the pilot to leave the track. Actually, we just have one pilot left. He was still setting up his VTX on the right channel. We have Chris M that is actually trying to finish to set up the right channel on his VTX. And he's having problem. Dategli unfortunately, it looks like we are having some problem with the frequencies. We are waiting for the pilot to understand what's the problem. Actually, it's Chris M that is not able to see. Let's see if now. Yes, looks like his access. Yes, perfect. Chris M was able to solve his video feed problems. So now we are almost ready to start. Now all the pilot left the racetrack. They are wearing the goggles, ready to set on fire this track. We hope just figuratively, not for real. We remind you that the lipo that they use, they can actually explode if they it's too fast. Actually, they just started. We have now all the pilot. Actually, no, Topi just had a crash. Okay, let's keep our eyes on Flower Pig, Dark X, and Chris M. Dark X is now confronting the chicane, is passing through the start in second position. Flower Pig, Dark X actually just crashed. Now let's keep our eyes on Flower Pig, which is leading the race, just passed through, and he was able to sign another 10 seconds, followed by Chris M with another 10 seconds as an interlap. It's amazing. This is the final lap. Let's see if Chris M is able to recover from two Flower Pig. Actually, Flower Pig closed now the lap number 5 in first position, followed by Chris. Now, Chris M just crashed. Let's see if Dark X can actually. Yes, Dark X was able to finish in second position because Chris M had some problem and couldn't end the fourth lap. Okay, Dark X second, Flower Pig first, Chris M third, and Topi fourth. Unfortunately, wasn't able to finish his race. Actually, wasn't able to finish the first lap.
Io non sto capendo più un cazzo, sai? Perché è un casino per me, cioè i numeri completamente sbagliati. Guarda, perché? Abbiamo fatto win. Adesso ho fatto win che era 8. Ora siamo alla 9. Esatto, però perché mi dici secondo di race 6? Come fa a usare il secondo? Race 6 in realtà Daniele da 7. Va bene, però possiamo stare a quelli da qua, guarda. Race 6 è di giusto. No, ma c'è qualcosa di sbagliato qua. Come fa a essere il secondo ad andare nella loser? Il secondo dovrebbe passare nella winner. Ma no, questo già arriva da qua. Secondo del loser bracket per il 6, no? Vabbè, adesso che cazzo di devo fare? La 9. La 9. Che cazzo ci metto dentro? Il secondo di race 6, me li dici un attimo? Poi devi fare. Allora, il secondo di race 6 è Day Young. No, non era Day Young. Il secondo è Avald. Di race 6. No. J-Cam.
No, il terzo di race 7 perché è la nostra race 7.
Marian e J-Cam. Poi la loser, vediamo la loser se è già giusta.
Dopo si aggiustano tutte.
Guardami la loser se è a posto. Harry, la loser. La 10 per noi. No, non è giusta perché io c'ho top che lo faccio correre nella 9.
No, ma se non guardare fuori le stacche che stai facendo a mano.
Dimmi chi ci sta nella loser del numero 10.
La prossima?
Nella 10.
Faccio io, tanto fai partire questo. Quarta di race, allora, quarta di race 7.
Okay guys, next hit, number 9, this is a loser bracket, so top, Avolt, Marian and J-Cammer. Top R1, Avolt F2, Marian F4 and J-Cammer R7. Vale. Quella con Chris era una winner.
Okay, now the Giuseppe Rinaldi is calling race hit number 9. We'll see Topi, Avalt, Marian FPV and Jake Hammer trying. We remind you, this is a loser bracket. This is the last chance for this pilot to qualify for the semi-final.
È vero, sorry. No, c'è qualcosa che non quadra, Henry. Questa qua è una loser bracket, la 9, e non ci può essere Aval perché è passato nel turno prima.
We ask you to be a little bit patient before the beginning of this race because we are actually correcting the result we had until now. Remind you that we are holding both the World Cup and the Italian Cup together, so we have pilots from all over the world.
Okay,
on
we are
top
back
of the
and
Italian
ready with
pilot,
8-9,
which
or
are
was
already a
mistaken
lot.
Matching.
So now we have actually now we
For
I
8-9
can
is Geek instead
communicate
of
the right
Aval. Aval
name
won
of the pilot
and
for
is in
the
the winner
next
bracket.
hit number 9, which
Okay, and Hit 9 is ready to go.
Hit 9 is ready to go. I was the name of the pilot that will participate to this race are Topi Geek, which is the last Italian pilot in the competition. That we have Marian FPV, Jake Hammer. We remind you, this is a loser bracket, so this is the last chance for this pilot
Ok,
to
perfetto, ora è giusto.
access the finals. Tanto farmi una soggettiva sul primo, magari.
Go guys, we are ready.
The pilots are discussing on the starting line.
No, puoi fare solo domande. Non ce l'abbiamo niente, niente. Allora. Quale hit? La hit 8. Giusto? Allora è giusto, ok, perfetto. Quindi è andato al loser.
Okay, now all the pilot left the track. We are ready to see the feed from their VTX coming through now. Okay.
Okay, so
Fastest
guys,
geek.
we are ready. We got Marian, Geek, Taupe, and Jake Hammer. You saw the bracket. They're coming.
Okay, I
The
think
next
we are
and last
almost
part
ready.
of the
We
double
are
elimination
waiting
finals.
for Marian FPV to take place on his seat. No, actually he flies standing up. Okay, now they are harming their quads, propeller spinning. And this is the start. The start actually, unfortunately, we had a collision in the first gate, but the pilot were able to. Oh no, Geek actually, we lost Geek already. Our Italian pilot is out of the race now. Keep our eyes on Topi, Marian, Jake Hammer. The Topi now is leading the race in first place, followed by Jake Hammer and Marian FPV that now is on the split S. Jackhammer now is Jackhammer just had a crash against the aluminium pole. Let's see if he's able to recover. Now we lost his video signal, so he's not able to continue the race. So let's keep our eyes on Topi and Marian FFPV. Topi is leading the race now, followed by Marian. Let's see if Marian is able. Actually, Topi is half track in front of Marian. It will be really difficult for Marian to recover his position, but it doesn't make any difference to him. Even if he crash now, he will be qualified for the next round. Great pace from Topi FPV and Marian, which come in second place.
Thank you, Carlo, for the great commentary. We had some technical problem, guys, so we are sorry. Now we should be back completely with the graphics and live. So this is the result from it number 9 loser bracket. We got Taupe and Marian FPV going forward, and Jake Hammer and Geek eliminated from the race. We are ready with hit 10.
Unfortunately, all the Italian pilots are out. Ok. Okay, now we are getting ready for it number 8. This will be a loser bracket. We have Flower Pig, Dark X, Chris M, Topi. Chris M was one of the fastest pilot during the qualifying. Okay, now they are asking for a little bit of more time to set their frequencies. Okay, I'm sorry. I made a little mistake because the graphic didn't show the right name. So now this will be a hit 10. This is a loser bracket, and we have Tae Yang, JM45, Spagol FPV, and Chris M. Almost ready to enter the track and set their quad on the starting line. Okay. We see Chris M walking down the track.
You can see behind the drone racing area is full of people, thousands and thousands, 100,000 of people coming today for the 100th anniversary of the Air Force, Italian Air Force.
We have visitors from all over the world. We have a delegation from United States. We have an F-16 just parked outside our racetrack.
Okay.
Okay, now we see all the pilots on the starting grid, connecting their batteries, ready to start this amazing race. Remind you the name of the pilot for hit number 10, Tae Yang, JM45, Spagol FPV, and Chris M. These are all amazing pilots. We saw them during the qualifying. We kindly ask you to be a little bit more patient. Seems like Spagol is, or J, not. No, we still have a pilot on the field. He's testing his drone. Okay. Pilots are still asking.
Magari non ho una pronuncia perfetta, però porca puttana, F, da F a R.
Okay. unfortunately, there was still an overlapping on the frequencies. Now the judge is repeating the correct frequency on which each pilot needs to be, in reason not to disturb the other pilots during the race. Again, we want to invite every visitor of this event to come to see us. We have at the entrance a delegation that will welcome you and will guide you through all the rules of this race, and will explain you how our codes are made, all the components that are required to assemble this amazing machine that flies at over 200 kilometers per hour, and they can reach that pace in almost 1 second. So we have acceleration that if a real pilot that actually a real pilot cannot sustain, because we remind you that we can reach 11 G forces during the turn. We still have one pilot still checking his VTX. Looks like everything is ready to start. The last pilot is leaving the field. Let's wait for him to sit down. Okay, now they are all at their position. They are ready. Okay, so let's wait for the judge to call the start of this race. Okay, we are ready to start. Let's see if it will be a valid race. Yes, they were all able to pass through the first gate. Now we want to see who is gonna pass first the interlap. Looks like Taeyang is doing an amazing race. It's a matter of fact, is in first place, followed by Chris Sam. In third place, Spagol FPV, following fourth place by JM45. Taeyang is able to keep his position in first place. Let's concentrate a little bit on this amazing pilot. Now is going for the third lap, taking the right turn, then up to the B gate, down to with the split S, and now the chicane. Amazing. The start again, 11 seconds. Still in first place, followed by Chris Sam. Spagol FPV in third place. We remind you, this is a loser bracket, so the third and fourth pilot won't be able to go forward, and Taeyang ends in first place, followed by Chris Sam, and unfortunately we have to say goodbye to Spagol FPV and JM45. Thank you, pilot, for this amazing race.
La nostra 11 adesso è il winner bracket. Vuoi fare il winner bracket o vuoi seguire qua e saltare?
No, facciamo la loser adesso.
Allora è la nostra 12.
No, before loser. Cioè, seguiamo l'ordine che fa.
È la nostra 12.
Li abbiamo i piloti per fare la loser, no?
Certo.
Sì. La nostra 12.
Ora li verifichiamo.
Dimmi se ci sono.
Allora abbiamo il secondo ovviamente di Race 9, che mi risulta essere Taupe.
Secondo di Race 9, aspetta. No. Secondo di Race 9 è Marian.
È Marian.
Ma come fa ad andare in loser?
È Marian, infatti. Poi il primo di Race 9 è Taupe, giusto? Il secondo e questi. Guarda com'è finita. I primi due sono loro.
I primi due? Taeyang e Chris.
Taeyang, perfetto, giusto, vai.
Quindi proprio quello?
Non sbaglia più il codice, non può sbagliare. Ok.
Quindi top, Taeyang, Marian e Chris.
Yes.
Sono loro.
So guys, we are back. You saw a beautiful helicopter from Air Force
Italian Air Force. This is the result of the heat number 10. It was a loser bracket, so we got Chris Sam and Taeyang advancing to heat number 11, and Spangle and JM45 eliminated.
Questo è l'ultimo loser, giusto?
No.
Adesso se lui fa Harry,
Ok.
top Air One. No, non guardate la grafica, si aggiorna dopo.
So we are running now heat 12, which is a loser bracket, and then we will have the winner bracket heat
And we are-
11,
and we are
because
getting close to the
the FAA rules have a different numeration of the heats, so we have to skip to the next race, which is the heat 12 loser bracket.
Yes, you will find maybe some a little bit confusing because they are not consequential, because winner bracket and loser bracket have a different number, but stay with us.
Quello è un winner, è la 11 della finale. No, bravo, era la semifinale del loser bracket.
So we are approaching also the final of the loser bracket. So the last chance for our pilot to duel for the first place. Okay, so we're gonna now the our judge is calling again the frequency on which the pilot needs to be. We are waiting for them to set their quote on the starting line. All the pilots are in the racetrack now, so will be a question of really a couple of minutes before also this heat number 12 will start. We remind you, this is a loser bracket. So who is not gonna be able to finish in first or second place will be out of the race. We can see now this amazing helicopter flying over our head, waving their hands and saying hello to all the public.
We have many people connected with us, looking and watching the streaming. We are happy and we say hi to everyone supporting the pilots.
Okay, pilots, are you ready? Ready? No?
We're almost ready.
Almost ready. We are waiting for them to give us the okay. They are harming their quad, and now let's go. Actually, the race is valid. Each pilot was able to pass through the first gate. Now we see who is gonna win, or at least get in second place, because we remind you this is a loser bracket. So we have Taeyang in first position, followed by Chris M, Marian in fourth position, and Topi in third. So let's concentrate on Taeyang, which demonstrates to be a really fast pilot. He has also the number 2 X. Taeyang just got crashed against a gate. So now we have Chris M in first position that just passed through the start line with an amazing 11 seconds, followed by Topi second place, Marian third place. Topi just crashed against a pole, so let's see if he is able to keep his position. Marian, it's a little bit beyond, so Chris M in first position. Easy for him. He's confronting the last gate, but was able to go through. So now he's in just ended in first position, followed by Topi and Marian in fourth. And Taeyang in fourth. It was unlucky because crashed against a gate at the beginning, in the second round. In the second round, yes, correct.
Okay, guys, so this is the final result with Chris Sam in first position, Taupe in second position, and Marian, FPV, and Taeyang are eliminated, while Chris Sam and Taupe advance to hit 12.
Now we are moving on.
Sorry.
Exactly. We are sorry for Taeyang wasn't able to finish
Now we got
his race.
Now we got the winner bracket semi-final coming up.
F4 and Dark X R7.
Okay. Now the judge are advising us that they are going to review the replay of the race because they have some doubt on a pilot. So let's wait for the final result that will come from our judge. Now they are reviewing the replay. We remind you that, like in the football, we can review the action that just took place. Okay, so now looks like everything is fine, so we can confirm you.
It's confirmed. Never mind, Rocco. It's confirmed. Result is confirmed, right? Okay.
Correct, Enrico. Okay, now all the pilots are accessing the track to set their quad on the starting line.
So guys, we are at the winner bracket semi-final. First two pilots from this race advance to the final. Third and fourth pilots are going to the semi-final of the loser bracket. And we see Pavels and Avel leaving the race field, reach the pilot box. Yes. Okay.
Ready?
Okay, I'm back. Pilots are ready. They are arming their quads. So now we have Pavelos, Flower Pig, Avalt, and Darkest. They all started right now. We had a crash immediately with two pilots. We have to check if they went through the first gate. But now we have only Flower Pig and Darkex in the race. Looks like the race is valid. So let's keep our eyes on these two pilots. Let's see who is going to be able to come first in this race. Flower Pig actually now is leading the race with the interlap of 10 seconds. That's an amazing time for a race. These are the time that we saw during the qualifying actually. Let's see Flower Pig on the big gate, top big gate. Now there is it confronting the slalom, now the double gate, the wall, amazing. It's going like a train, this guy, and he's leading. Now it's in during this completing the last lap. You have to look at this time. His interlap are amazing. 11 with the 10. Second place Darkex, Pavelos third place, and Avalt in fourth place.
Thank you, Carlo. Always amazing commentary. And we are going to recover a drone from the net. Let's follow Rocco. And let's update the results.
Adesso chi ci sarà?
We are going to recover the drone. We have the result.
Okay, next hit, the last loser bracket. This hit, you can go.
You're now.
No, ma perché mi hai cambiato il race monitor?
Now you can see my son trying to help the other pilot to recover the drone that got stuck in the net, on top of the net, unfortunately.
So
let's see if they can do it by hand or they will need a ladder.
The result from 8-11. Flower Pig and Darkex goes to the final. Avalt and Pavelos goes to the semi-final of the loser bracket, which we are going to see coming next in a while. Okay guys, so hit 13 semi-final loser bracket coming up next. So Avalt, Pavelos, Chris Hammond, Taupe to get a spot to the final. Only the first two pilots are going to the final.
New Fox Racing
2023.
Finally, the ladder can arrived, so they can recover the drone. Coming up next, semi-final loser bracket. And finally, they were able to get the drone out of the net, safety net. Okay, guys, so we are ready to go.
So we can start with the hit, with the last user bracket. If you are ready to go, you are not ready to go.
We have to ask you to be a little bit more patient because the pilots are still setting their quad to be ready for the race. We remind you that accident can cause to break propeller, to break the batteries, so also other part of the drone can be broken during a crash. So all the pilots need to maintain their quad in such a way they can finish the race. Commento, andiamo a fare un po' di interviste ai piloti. Vado insieme a Rocco a fare un po' di interviste ai piloti. Dai. Andiamo a fare un po' di interviste, va? Rocco, c'hai voglia che andiamo a fare un po' di interviste, ti accompagno. Dai. Ah, ok, andiamo lì nel box piloti, va?
And guys, we are ready.
So, in R1, Pavelos F2, Avon F4, Christian F7.
Okay, now the pilot exits the race, so means again that in a few minutes the race will start. We just have to wait for them to set the correct frequencies again. So let's see, Pavelos already has his VTX on. We remind you the name of the pilot that will participate to this hit number 13. We have Topi, Pavelos, Avalt, Chris M, all international pilot.
Some of the fastest pilots in the world.
Absolutely. We saw them. They were amazing yesterday, and also today we saw some amazing interlap comparable to the qualifying.
This is a very nice, interesting heat with the two friends running against each other, Pavolos and Chris Sam.
This is the semi-final.
There are only two spots for the final, winner or go home.
Okay, we see all the VTX connected. Pilots are ready. They are checking the arming of the quad.
Arm your drone.
Okay, they all armed their quad, their drone, and they started this amazing hit number 13. We remind you, this is a semi-final. Let's see who is going to be able to access the final. Chris M just crashed against the gate, so now is Pavelos is actually Avalt leading this interlap, followed by Tape and Pavelos in third position. Let's keep our eyes a little. Avalt just crashed after Top passed him, so we saw in the camera of Avalt Top passing by, and then he crashed. We don't know if was his fault. Then also Pavelos crashed, so now we have just one pilot that is in the air, and to be sincere, now we already have the final result, because they cannot change. They are all stuck on the ground, so we will have Top in the first place, Avalt second. So these two pilots will be the one that will access the final. And unfortunately for Pavelos and Chris M, their adventure ends here. Okay, let's wait, because the judge wants to review probably the crash, because they have to understand some fault, if there was some mistake, if everything was straight. So let's wait for the judge to consult the replay, and then we'll have a final judgment for this race.
Carlo, they crashed basically at the same time, Pavolos and I think was Avalt. So we have to understand who crashed first.
Exactly, that's what the judge are trying to understand watching the replays. Also, we have another quad stuck on the net. Let's see if our assistance is able to recover it from the net. Yeah, for sure, because we saw quad stuck in a much worse position than that.
Pavelos e Avalt.
Pavolos e Avalt.
Perché probabilmente ci sono scontrati loro due. Che giro era? Il secondo?
Sì, secondo.
Now we have all the judges here. We are trying to understand if they crash
to our
against
friend
each other.
Trinks
That might be the case.
who was looking
No, it
and watching the live stream better than me for sure, and he's saying that that's me there, they crashed between themselves, so looks like Pavlos pushed out Avant or the contrary. Wait, where the judges are reviewing the DVR.
Io farei solo due, chi passa va.
okay. Now they are trying to understand if the two pilots are going to go to with a rematch against each other without the other two, because they actually they push each other on a turn, so it's very difficult to assess who was first. Now we see that are having some trouble in retrieving also the quad from the net. We thought it could have been easier. Fai una cosa, Balon, passagli quell'asta là che c'è.
Nella 9? 9. No, non c'è per me. Quella prima ancora?
It's a difficult decision, the one that our judges are taking. They keep reviewing frame by frame what happened. They have to be completely sure that about what happened. You see, all four judges are here.
We will do that just for Evald and Pavelos. Okay?
Okay, guys, so you heard the race director decided to have a rematch just between Pavalos and Avalt.
Exactly, because they crash against each other, so it was really difficult to assess who was in fault in that case. So the judge decided to have a rematch, so there is no question about it.
So we got one pilot going to the final already, and I think is Taupe, yes? Taupe is already joining the final.
Yes, absolutely, along with Avalt.
Okay, Chris Sam is out.
Yes.
And we have one spot left in the final.
that will be decided through a rematch.
Yes. An exciting rematch between Pavalos and Avald is coming up. We don't have a graphic for that, but we have this screen.
But trust us.
So is in the final. Chris Sam is eliminated. One spot left. Two-man race coming up. In a while. We show you some beautiful images from the 100th anniversary.
Se adesso facciamo le flight, se dovessero essere mai capitati di nuovo, faremo vincere chi arriva più lontano nella caduta. Quindi giro
So as Giuseppe said, we're gonna have a reflight. Just to be clear, if during the race the two pilots will collide against each other, we'll win the one that goes farther. Okay? After the fall. The furthest. Okay? Okay. Avelos and Avad, please. Avelos.
Okay, Pavalos and Avalt are changing the propellers, changing the lipos, and then we have the 1 versus 1 to get the final spot in the final of the 2023 FAA World Cup in Rome.
Spiegano una cosa, la ripeto e non fa.
The Pavalos and Avon, where is the Avon?
I see Pavalos is ready. We are still waiting for Avalt. It's coming. So the 1 versus 1 rematch to get the last spot to the final is about to come. So Avalt now is dropping his quad on the starting grid. piccola, continua magari.
Sempre se con 60 secondi.
Yes, final pilots are ready to go. So we go with a 2 versus cam. I don't see Pavlos yet. Okay, now I got both. Okay, so we are ready, Carlo.
Yes, we are ready. Now we remind you
Enjoy
that
the
we
show,
are
guys.
this is
Watching
a
the live stream
reflight.
all around the world.
This is a reflight because these two pilots collided in midair. So now they are starting. They are arming their quad. And they started. Let's see who is gonna come first. This is very important for these two pilots because if they are able to get in the first place, they will qualify for the finals. So Pavelos now it's leading the race, followed by Havalt. Let's see the difference in the time. We have almost a second difference in their time. Pavlos keeps leading the race. Havalt a little bit behind. Let's see now. Pavelos is about to go through the start in line, still in first place. Amazing. Havalt is doing everything he can. He just signed a 10-second 0.6 during the second lap. Havalt just crashed, and unfortunately, if he's not able to, no, actually, he's out of the race. So Pavelos has an easy life, and he comes in first place. We have greeting to Pavelos. Great race. So we will access.
Very nice. 1 versus 1 semi-final. So now we got the final result, and I don't think it's Viz. Sbagliato l'aggiornamento, Beppe. Okay, 1 minute, guys.
And now we are at the
Final.
of the World Cup. Yes. Pilot, you have 2 minutes, 3 minutes to change your batteries.
Okay, now we have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes of pause because this is the final, so all the pilots want to have their quad in perfect condition.
Yes, Carlo, this is the result of the semi-final loser bracket. Taupe and Pavlos advanced to the final. And here we go. Heat 14, the final. Flower Peak, Darker, Taupe and Pavlos.
Okay, so we announce you that the judge just communicated to us that this will be just one round, so who come first win. There won't be any rematch like we used to do, so will be really an amazing race because all the pilots now will put all their effort, all their experience, all their skills to try to finish this race in first place and win this amazing World Cup.
Exactly, Carlo. No chase the ace. 1 round final. Win or go home.
We start to see the first sign of tiredness. Our pilots are racing since this morning.
Sam is tired. We can see Killian, Darkex talking. with Avalt. Pavalos is there too.
Come on, guys, keep it up. This is the last effort we ask you.
Champ. So guys, no chase the ace, just one round final, 5 lap. Got a little spot, little break for sponsor break commercial while pilots are preparing.
New Fox Racing.
2023.
Dentro in regia.
Okay, now we were waiting for the judge. Now they are all back. Now we are ready for this heat number 14, the finals. We have the top pilot for the World Cup who came all the way to Pratica di Mare for this amazing race. So now we have almost all the VTX on. So we are just waiting for Pavelos to set his channel. We are ready to start the engine. We are actually waiting for the pilot to leave the track. As soon as they will take place in the pilot area, the judge will give the start. So we remind you that we have Topi, Flower Pig, Pavelos, Dark X for this final number 14. So, question of seconds. Really, they are all set. Okay, they are ready. They are ready. Judge is calling to get ready on the starting line. Okay, good luck to everybody. Okay. They armed their quad and they started, but actually it won't be a regular start. They will restart again because no one actually went through the first gate. They were all so beat up that they crashed against each other.
Yeah, it was a general mid-air collision and nobody
went through the first gate.
Yes.
That's amazing. This is the because they are all it up for
Perfect
this
final
race.
for the final. We got the red
Everyone,
fly, everything.
everyone wants to come first, even for the first gate.
Okay, so we got some minute again for the pilots to change the propellers for sure.
Exactly, because
And we
for
hope
sure they
nothing
damaged
else.
them. The crash actually took place right in front of us at what was it, 50 centimeters from our station.
Yeah.
We could feel the pain of the quads. Now we have here the judges, the
Ma sei ancora in live? Sei ancora in live?
again we are waiting for the pilot to finish to fix their quad. Let's hope it was just a question of propeller that will take just a couple of minutes. Let's hope nobody had problem with the electronic part, because that will be actually a little bit more time consuming to confront. Now we are showing you the amazing scenery around us, with all the planes, with all the public that is following this race. Finally, we have lots of live public here attending this race, people that are getting informed about our world. They want to know, they want to understand how we can push this quad at the speed that they are able to reach. So we have people that explains you exactly how we assemble this amazing machine. So we invite you to come and visit us also if you are here at the fair. See, we have kids, adult, girls, everybody wants to understand how this world works. Now we see the pilot boxes with all the quad, with all the tools required to fix them, the radio, the bag, and everything. It's really a world on its own, this one. It's a category on its own. Again, we have the best pilot that you can find in the world here. It's really amazing. So committed. You can imagine, for the Italian pilot to reach this place, it might take a couple of hours, 3 hours. We have a Korean that flew 16 hours to reach this race. So we are really proud to host this event. And now we see a pilot taking a walk on the racetrack. He's testing the quad for the final. He wants to have his
So
machine
he's testing the quad, trying to see if everything is good. Yes.
He's wearing the mustache like
So we are about to start with the final. Let's see again. For new viewer, the result, the starting final. Here we go, guys. Pilots are going to drop their quad on the starting grid and we'll be ready to go with the great World Cup final FAA.
Exactly. Let's hope they won't crash again before the first gate. We know that the tension is really high, so everyone wants to come first, but sometimes maybe in this case you can take it easy, maybe the first gate, and then if you go over it safely, then you can push as fast as you can. I think there is still some problem with the frequencies. The pilots are discussing around the quad to see if everything is okay. We see Tope walking around with this quad. I don't know what's the problem. Let's hope he's able to solve it fast. You can feel the pressure in the air. They are all very concentrated. They are trying to not to make any mistake previous to the race. So they are very careful that each and every part of their drones is set correctly. The VTX is correct. The channel is correct. So we have to be a little bit patient, but this is a very important moment for them. These are very important points they will gonna gain for the world stands. Okay, looks like all the pilot left the track, so we are approaching the start of the race very fast. Finally, they are all sitting in their place with the spotter in their position as well. Okay, looks like they are ready to start. Let's wait for the judge to give the signal. Okay, silent, a little bit of concentration also from our part.
Your quad.
Okay, they are arming their quads. Okay, they started, and it's a valid start. Everybody was able to go through the. I'm sorry for Pavelos just crash at the fourth gate. So now we have only 3 pilots in here. The race is led by Flower Pig, second position Dark X, in third position Tape. The Flower Pig just finished the second round, is going like crazy. 10 seconds, followed by Tape, also him 10 seconds in the second lap. Now Flower Pig just passed through for the third lap. Dark X just crashed. So now we have Pavelos and Darksec out of the race. Tope and Flower Pig are now the only 2 pilots. They are dueling for the first place, but Flower Pigs looks like is a little bit forward, and Tape didn't finish. So we have Flower Pig is the winner of this World Champion FAA. My compliments to Flower Pig, was amazing. Iron Nerves.
Third, Dark X, and fourth, Pavelos.
Compliment to all the pilot. You really put up an amazing race. So again, we're gonna tell you again the stand. Now we have a Flower Pig in first place, Tope in second, Darks X in third place, followed by Pavelos in fourth place.
At 1:45 p.m. There is a celebration of the World Cup. Perché adesso io vorrei qua i piloti della Coppa Italia.
Okay, guys, so thank you very much to everyone following this live stream. It has been an amazing race for the World Cup FAA 2023. We had the winner. Congratulations to Flower Pig, Taupe, Darkrex, and Pavolos for making the final, and to Flower Pig for winning it. For this part of the live stream is over. Now we will make a break, and then we will start with the second part of this live stream with the Italian Cup League with the Italian pilots. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thanks everybody. It really was a real pleasure to share with you this
thanks
experience.
To Carlo for the commentary, to Rocco, and to everyone in the staff making this event possible, and to the Italian Air Force for hosting and inviting us to this amazing location. Enjoy and see you next time.
No, a me cambia perché sennò i piloti che si fanno l'F9 fanno